Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmad Labib. I am studying at biology program on Maulana Ibrahim Islamic University of Malang. And on this video, I want to explain to all of you about the history of Islamic civilization on Utsman bin Affan period and the type of his leadership. So this is the topics. They are the topics that I'm gonna talk to you in this video. First, the biography of Utsman bin Affan. Second, what is the background of the election of Utsman bin Affan as a Khalifa? Third, what is the leadership methods of Khalifa Utsman bin Affan? Okay, in the first time, this is the biography of Utsman bin Affan. Amirul Mukminin Utsman bin Affan, his full name is Utsman bin Affan bin Abi al-Ash bin Umayyah bin Abdi Asyams bin Abdi Manaf bin Kushay bin Kilab bin Murrah bin Ka'ab bin Lu'ay bin Ghalib bin Fihr bin Malik bin An-Nadir bin Kinanah bin Huzaimah bin Mudrikah bin Ilyas bin Mudor bin Nizar bin Ma'addu bin Adnan al-Quraish al-Umawi. The lineage of Utsman to Rasulullah, his lineage to the Rasulullah on Abdi Manaf. He is the fourth grandfather of Rasulullah, and at the same time, he is the fifth grandfather of Utsman. Utsman married with two daughters of Rasulullah SAW. That is Ruqayyah and Kulsum. After Ruqayyah passed away. Parents and his birth. His mother name is Arwa binti Quraish, and his father is Affan bin Abi al-Ash. Utsman has been born in Taif city. It's been 6 years after the 11 years. That is according to the correct statement. His age is about 6 years younger than Rasulullah SAW. Next, his moral and attitude. Utsman lived under the good moral of life, having good attitude, beloved by many people, and always keep the honor of himself. And then Utsman has a handsome face, rosy white skin, and white forehead. And there are many freckles on his face like sample scar. And he has a tick. And then Utsman have a medium body. He has big joint bones and a big shoulder, big calves and long arms. He is the one who has a beautiful lips. Utsman has curly hair and stick out to the under of his ears. He has polished hair with yellow color. His teeth has been closed by gold. And then his generosity and converting to Islam. Utsman was a wealthy merchant who was a generous man and one of the richest people in the pre-Islamic and post-Islamic times. He also inherited a large fortune from his father. And because of his generosity, Utsman was easily kept and obeyed by his people, namely Bani Umayyah. Utsman had a respected and loved position in the minds of his people and families. In addition, Utsman was also a leader of the Quraysh people. Utsman was the first person to enter Islam after discussing with his friend, namely Abu Bakr. Utsman lived in the midst of idolaters who worship idol, but he did not he didn't he did not like it and stay away from all forms of ignorance. Next, Utsman bin Affan chosen background as a Khalifa. After the stabbing experienced by the Khalifah Umar bin Khattab, the Muslims were worried about a disunity and then urged Umar to appoint direct leadership succession after his period. Then Umar formed a formator or shura shura assembly consisting of 6 people to deliberate on the election of the next Khalifa. The formation board must choose one of them. And then after Umar bin Khattab has passed away, the formation board immediately have a confer that presided over by Abdurrahman bin Auf. There are 2 strong candidates of Khalifa, namely Utsman bin Affan and Ali bin Abi Talib. There are many debates took place in determining the third Khalifa. Finally, Abdurrahman bin Auf and Muslim people decided to pledge allegiance to Utsman bin Affan as the Khalifa after Umar bin Khattab because the most votes wanted and supported Utsman. Utsman officially declared as Khalifa took oath and the oath of allegiance from all Muslims. That election took place in the month of Dhul Hijjah on 30 Hijriah and 640 and was inaugurated at the beginning of the Muharram month on 40 Hijriah. Next, the leadership methods of Utsman bin Affan. Utsman bin Affan officially became the third Khalifa at the age of 70 years to replace previous Khalifa Umar bin Khattab. During the period of Utsman bin Affan, during his reign, he had a nepotistic type of leadership and also had policies. Some of these policies, including in government and the bookkeeping of the Holy Quran. Utsman's leadership was very different from Umar's leadership. Utsman took several policies that caused public unrest, which led to riots. In the government, there were 3 policies of Utsman bin Affan. First, the politics of nepotism. Utsman chose his families on a high position of the state or what is known as political nepotism as governor and secretary of the state. And the consequence of the nepotism politic caused various protests and critiques from the people because even though it consists of capable people, high-ranking military and top-class administrator, but they don't have good morals. Second, Utsman was disbanded the Baitul Mal Management Board, which has held by Abdullah bin Arqam, who was very famous honest and has the potential to manage Baitul Mal. Now that foundation is abolished, so the management of Baitul Mal was directly in the hands of the Khalifa. As a result, people who received state benefits in the past, now they are known. In the end, removal of Abdullah bin Arqam from the chairman of Baitul Mal received sharp criticism from community leaders. And third, the spoil of war that left by their owner at expansion of the territory, during the Khalifah period of Umar used to be owned by the state. That land are cultivated by the people, and the state get a share of the leases of the land. Now, in the period of Utsman, the land was sold. As a result, many of the Umayyad family and special people who become rich suddenly and live in luxury. On the other hand, there are many people who suddenly become poor because of land their lives are cut off, their livelihoods are lost. So the conclusion is, Amirul Mukminin Utsman bin Affan was the son of Arwa binti Quraish and Affan bin Abi al-Ash. He was born in Taif 6 years after the year of the elephant and grew up a noble character, good attitude, and was loved by many people. His lineage meet with the lineage of the Prophet Muhammad to Abdi Manaf from his father's line. Utsman was also a wealthy merchant from the Quraysh tribe who was generous and bountiful person. At the foot of the man who converted to Islam because of the advice of Abu Bakar. Utsman nicknamed Dunroin. It means who has two legs from marrying to daughter of the Prophet Muhammad. He is Ruqayyah and Kulsum. And then he is officially declared as a Khalifa, took oath and the oath of allegiance from all Muslims. That election took place in the month of Dhul Hijjah on 23 Hijriah and was inaugurated at the beginning of Muharram on 24 Hijriah. Utsman's type of leadership when he officially became Khalifa was carrying out a political nepotism in which Utsman appointed his families to high state position, then issued policies including disbanding the management board of Baitul Mal, so that Baitul Mal was directly in the hands of the Khalifa and sell the spoil of war or abandoned the owner during the expansion of the territory on the Umar periods, used to be owned by the state. In the end, the policy caused disappointment and anger of the people. So Utsman was surrounded and forced to resign. And then Utsman refused. Okay, enough for that. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.